Hey, all you Golemancers out there, Bronze Dragon coming at you saying thanks for dropping by. I appreciate your time. I know, it's been a long time in between Golem Overlord videos. I'm sorry, there's just been so much going on, especially in Splinterlands lately, that it's been all I could do just to keep up with that. Let alone, I keep tabs every once in a while on Discord, and I see that Yixn has really been pumping out the new features in Golem Overlord, and they've been coming fast and furious. And seriously, if all I did was just sit here at this desk and keep track of what he's doing on a daily basis and not go to work and earn a paycheck and everything, I probably couldn't even keep up with all of it. But with that said, what I want to do is I want to take a look at a few of the newest features that are kind of over the last week to 2 weeks, and something that's going to happen tomorrow, being October 6th, 2023. So if you're here for Splinterlands news, this is going to be completely Golem Overlord. But anyway, I do thank you for stopping by. And if you find this interesting, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And at the end, if you've watched a few videos, please go ahead and subscribe to get acknowledgement whenever I have new videos out and everything. Obviously, you hear this from all YouTubers and everything. It really helps us move ahead our channel on the YouTube algorithm. Okay, with that said, let's dive in. Now, people ask me from time to time, especially on my live stream on Saturday, what I'm doing in Golem Overlord. Our guild has not really exactly been stagnant, because there's several members who are continuing to play. All the members continue to play, some to a more extent than others. But I haven't been really able to attract new members. I am working on advancing to the next level, which would give us another space for another person. And as we work our way up, it would give us more bonuses on claims. But as you can imagine, it is pretty expensive to do so. So if you're a guild member and you would like to contribute, please go onto the guild screen and contribute. Know that anything that you contribute is going to be used straight for advancing the guild. And like I said, the only thing that I require to be in the guild is a bench and to be active. Once you've been inactive for a month, then I reserve the right to go ahead and make space for somebody else. And with that said, if you play Golem Overlord and you're an active player and you need a guild to jump into, let me know and I will invite you. Like I said, we're pretty simple to get along with. But with that said, I am trying to come along, bring the guild along, and so let's go ahead and jump into the features. Lately, I've been working on my rep. I am up to Prestige 7, which is far and away where I was about a month ago. I think I was at Prestige 2 maybe. So I've been hard pressing that. I've been hard pressing scavenger golems. I do need to up my golem charging station next, but as you can see, 733, it's not exactly cheap. So let's go ahead and get into the changes, and I'm not going to dive into detail on each one of them too much. I'll give you my brief thoughts because really, well, let's go ahead and get into it. Now, the first thing I want to dive into is the Scoutmaster pass. Now, this came about a little bit over a week ago. And basically, this strikes me, this Scoutmaster pass and the next one we'll talk about, the Alchemist pass, strike me as well, first of all, the main goal of this is to burn shards, right? And to get the value of shards up. Okay, I can see that. But right off the bat, when I started reading about it, it just struck me as being very expensive. 500 shards for each, right? And that's just for a month. So I'm not going to claim that I understand 100% about this because it's not explained very well. But let's go ahead and jump through this. We'll go through the Scoutmaster's pass, and then we'll go through the Alchemist pass. And this it's just like a lot of new things for the game, all thrown at us at once within about a week time period, right? So, and we've got more coming tomorrow. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Like I said, it costs 500 shards to delve into the pass, which seems to me like in other games, maybe one of those systems where you have to log on every day to claim your daily thing. Like I said, I'm not exactly sure how these claims go because it's not exactly stated. And no, I didn't read back for days and days and days on Discord. I did briefly scroll back. So if you have this pass, if you have one of the Scoutmasters or the Alchemist pass, go ahead and answer in the comments and give me a little heads up. But it seems to me like you pay your 500 shards, shards, and then you have some claims, and you can claim at a regular interval. I don't know if that's on a daily basis, what it is, but each pass lasts for a month and it ticks down. So you have to claim them, and I don't know. Maybe there are certain things you have to do to claim. Not certain. Because it's just not said. So let's go ahead and say with the Scoutmaster Claim Pass, you unlock the vault to an elite arsenal of scouts designed to give you unparalleled insights into the battlefield. So after I read through this the first time, this really initially struck me as it's very expensive, but it may be worth it to people who do a lot of attacking. If you're a person that uses all your attacks all the time, this may be worth it. But if you're not like me, I do maybe 4 or 5 attacks every time I do an 8-hour claim. Really, it's from a time standpoint and everything. And I usually come out ahead on my attacks. But with that said, this seems like it's aimed at people that are heavy attackers. So let's go ahead and get into it. So as you can see, as you have the Scoutmaster's Pass, you can hover over this particular box next to your character, and it will give you your percentage chances, whatever buffs you have from the Scoutmaster Pass cards. Okay, so it gives you exclusive access to 12 precious scouts, 2 exceptional scouts. Each scout is meticulously crafted, blah, blah, blah. So basically, I did see in the Discord that you can only have 1 scout active at any one time, okay? He says, did you know claim passes rewards are permanently soulbound? Scouts serve as consumables, which means they're a one-time use and are active until your next claim. Only 1 scout can be active at the same time. Okay, so basically what that tells me is you have 13, 14 scouts. Once you use them, you lose them. Each one's good for 1 claim period. So like 8 hours, 12 hours, 4 hours, however long. I would probably say if you're going to use these, that you use at least an 8-hour or 12-hour. Obviously, we know what the risks are. The longer you wait, higher possibility you get hit. But it seems to me like if you blow one of these scouts on a 4-hour claim, you're kind of wasting some of the potential. Either way, if you've got into using these, go ahead and drop a comment. Let me know how they're doing for you. Okay, then he gives some examples. I will leave all these URLs in the show notes. It's going to be a lot of URLs, but at least you'll have them for reference if you want to go check them out. So as you can see, basically, like when you have a scout active, it's a buff, really. 10% higher steel when active, okay? Obviously, like I said, if you're doing a lot of attacking, then this will help you out, give you 10% more. Then another example, +5 attack chance while active, so it increases your attack chance. This kind of scout gives you -3 claim cooldown while active. So on and so forth. Basically, they're cool looking NFTs. I love the art on it. Obviously, it appears to me to be AI generated. You know, as well as if you've been following me, you know that I'm into AI generation and studying that currently. But very cool. This titanium scout gives -3 cooldown. It basically gives all the other 3 that we've looked at all in one. But obviously, this looks like it's going to be one of the higher level ones, the precious ones. And he says, every claim you make progresses a Scoutmaster Claim Pass. Complete it by the 27th of October. Then it expires. Then I assume he'll probably sell another one or something like I said. It's obvious that the goal of this is to burn shards. And it looks like his next note is it's been pretty successful. Obviously, this post was several days ago, but at that point, they had already burned 217,000 shards. Okay, so that's for that. Now, my takeaway there is this looks great for people that do a lot of attacking. If you're not doing much attacking and you're doing more of a, kind of defensive build and attack some, it might not be worth 500 shards. Your mileage may vary. Like I said, go ahead and leave me a note in the comment if you're having good luck with this, or if you're not having good luck. Okay, next pass we want to talk about is called the Alchemist Pass. It seems to work much like the other one. Ooh, I love this artwork. Look at that. It reminds me of the one zone. I'm thinking of a zone with a lot of mushrooms. It's either WoW or EverQuest. Maybe EverQuest 2. Either way, off topic, but I love that picture. I love this AI-generated art that he's using to flesh out his game. So this one is around potions. Okay, so once again, it costs 500 shards. Let's see here. He says, this illustrious pass unlocks a myriad of potent potions, each concocted to perfection, ready to amplify your strategies and elevate your gameplay. So it seems like these are potions to give you buffs, much like the scouts gave you buffs in the other pass. So let's take a look at them. These might be hard to read for you. They're hard to read for me, and I got reading glasses. That's why I'm tilted up, because I got bifocals. So basically, okay, so the rule still applies. Only one potion or one scout. You can have one potion and one scout available, active at the same time if you have both of the passes running, okay? Otherwise, you can have one potion active, and they all do various things. I will not read them all off, so you can look in, come to the link. But as with the other ones, there are some rares, and then going up in rarity, they get better effects, such as gain energy, provides a fortification boost, provides a power boost, provides a faith boost. So these are all like potions in any other game. They give you a stat boost, right? So very interesting. Features of the Alchemist Claim Pass: access to a plethora of magical potions. So basically, he's hinting here that you can, if you have both passes, you can do a strategy of which scout and which potion you use at the same time. Obviously, this might be kind of expensive to do. Like if you have both passes running at the same time, we're talking 1,000 shard. I think I have just over 1,000 shard, and I've been playing since the very beginning. But I'm not one of the high-end guys. So let's go back to the main page. To get to those, you're looking at these boxes right here. So that's the Alchemist Pass, that's the Scoutmaster's Pass, and you just click on it to get to it, and then it takes you here, and then you have to burn 500 shards to be able to get the pass. It shows the cards involved, just what we've been talking about. Now, the third item I want to talk about, okay, so he also dropped the roadmap reveal, which we will come back to. The third item, which you have to get ready for because there's a very short time period until tomorrow when it starts. Okay, so this is called Yixn's Trinkets. Okay, and this is very interesting because to me, it varies. I read through it about 3 times really, because a lot of this stuff is not explained well. And I understand if you have the time to sit in Discord, Yixn does a great job of answering questions to people. So I encourage you, if you're thinking about putting money into the game, drop by Discord and listen to the questions. And if you have any questions, drop them in there. Usually he answers them pretty, when he's got time and everything. So I do like that, but I usually on these articles, and he's coming out with so much and making up so much, it just seems like his brain must be overloaded with all these ideas that he's doing so much at one time. But at the same time, it's hard to, as a consumer, it's hard to consume all that at one time. So this third item, which goes into effect tomorrow, these are various items that seem to be in preparation for the expedition mode, which we talked about the other day. It's not, he's got the page up here where you can check it out, but it's not active yet. But these items that are going to be available on the Yixn's Trinkets seem to be like they will be used for that. And there's maybe some other ones, but so he goes into it. They're $1 worth of hive for each, and he shows the cards that are available. This is just the basics. This article goes into it a little bit more in depth. So the different items that could be dropped through this crate are 42.5% nanotonic or forge sigil, 9.5% module, 5% advisor, 1/4% advisor skin, and 1/4% animated background. So if you buy one of these for $1, you're most likely going to get a nanotonic or a forge sigil. And the other ones are rarer and rarer drops. So let's take a look at what they look like. So modules drop in an unidentified state, and during this phase, they are unbound and fully tradable. As far as identification goes, if you want to identify its stats, and you can do so by burning shard, of course, more shard burn, more cost. But keep in mind that identifying a module binds it. You can make it tradable again by burning part. So that's interesting. Kind of like equipping an item in a normal game, it makes it soulbound or something like that. But he adds back the item could be tradable again if you burn some part, obviously going towards, the value of part. Okay, so that's interesting. You can get an item, identify it, use it for a while, then burn some part, and maybe sell it. I don't know. Some of these things I'm just kind of ideas off my head as we talk about them. Okay, he has a burning mechanism built in. Trade 2 for 1. Give 2 identified module to get a new unidentified one plus a shard burn fee. Okay, this is interesting. Very much like some of the things in Splinter Forge. Trade 5 for 1. Ready to take a gamble? Give up to 5 modules to acquire a new one of a higher rarity. This too requires a shard burn fee. Once again, seems to be something learned off of Splinter Forge. But it's a good idea. This all keeps going towards lowering the amount of equipment or NFTs in the system, and lowering the amount of shard in the ecosystem, and kind of trying to boost the value of shard and part. Okay, so all good things to want. It ends up being quite expensive. I've done some of this in Splinter Forge. I know some other people, some other webcasters like Gathering the Magic have done more of it than I have. But if you get into that trading and burning and everything, it does get pretty expensive. But it's a way to more than likely increase the value of your equipment. So. Okay, so furthermore, there are 3 magnitudes of stats, small, medium, and big, with each level offering unique odds and potential stats to acquire. Certain stats are exclusive to medium and big magnitudes, while others span across all levels. For identical stats, a big magnitude will invariably surpass a small one in strength. However, each magnitude has a specific range of values it can attain. So basically, as they go up, small, medium, big, your stats are going to go up. And then he gives a good example of what stats are available. And this goes back to the quality. Quality decrease or increases the stats value, just like everything else. And he gives some examples here. Quantum amplifier. This is several different versions of an amplifier, and as they go up and get rarer, you get more stats. So say, for instance, it will say before it's identified, 1 big stat, 1 medium stat, 1 small stat. You pay to identify it, then you find out that you have a stronger, 16% stronger potion effect, 14% bigger shard stash, 2% luck on expedition start. So these are all ways to increase your stats overall, and note that that was an expedition stat as well, but 2 other stats that generally affected you overall. So he's mixing the stats in there. So these can be helpful for across the line stats, and then it can be helpful for expedition stats. But until they're identified, just like a magic item in a regular game you find, like D&D or something like that, you never know until you identify it, right? So, and you have to pay to identify it. Okay, so secondly, next, Forge Sigils. The purpose of Forge Sigils play a crucial role in crafting modules. Okay, so these were the modules we were talking about, and to craft those modules, you have to use Forge Sigils. So the burning mechanism, convert your Forge Sigils by burning them and in return receive Pyrite. This blazing currency can boost a module's quality and is essential component in various crafting endeavors. Okay, so let's take a look at these. We've got orbs, we've got stones, we've got, oh, this says Pyrite. Did I mispronounce? I thought he said pyrite. Maybe this is a typo. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe you have pyrite and maybe you have pyrite. I don't know. We will find out. But as we can see, they have various stats, like this transmutative orb removes a random and adds a medium or lower modifier on a module. And then as you can see, the Void Stone unpredictably reshapes a module. And then it gives you a high % chance of nothing happening down to a very low percentage chance of an upgrade happening. Okay, so, and I won't go through them all, but you get the idea. Okay. Now, you can also get animated backgrounds, like this is his first NFT release with animated backgrounds, and it seems like he's continuing to work on those. Well, the first release was regular backgrounds, then he moved on to animated backgrounds. So they're purely cosmetic. I have a few. I didn't buy a whole lot. I do want to get a kind of rarer one to increase my percentage and everything, but I have not really put a lot of money into it. I like the idea, and he's got a couple promo exclusive backgrounds there. Now, nanotonics. They last until your next claim, so you can only have, I wonder if you can have a, nope, it's, I was wondering if you can have a tonic in a potion, but it looks like they're treated as potions. So these nanotonics will be treated just like the potions under the Alchemist pass. Okay, so with that in mind, they're good for one claim period, and it provides, looks like we got one boost faith, one boost fortification, one boost power, one boost relic radar, which is a new thing as well. Interesting, very straightforward, like having a potion that boosts your stats in any other game. Nanotonic scouts. We talked about the scouts on the Scout Pass. I'm just scrolling back up. Okay, so it seems to me like you might be able to get the tonics and the scouts within this special bundle that will start tomorrow, the 6th of October. Looks like you also have tonics with instant effects. Instantly readies your claim cooldown. Guarantees so forth and so on. Abundant, scarce, rarity, NFT drop for the scavenging. Refunds 90% of the last so many levels of one skill in comp. Convert reputation to experience. Gain energy. So you have instant potions that will take effect and not you don't have to wait until the end of your claim period, in other words. So, and finally, finally we're getting to the advisors, which you're going to need for that new game mode, for the expedition game mode, that is. And they're here to aid, he says. They bestow bonuses, so this is going to be very much kind of like picking a summoner in Splinterlands. Maybe not the best kind of comparison, but kind of like that. And we have all the summoners here, very small, but you can take a look at them, and each different summoner has a different type of bonus, and as they get rarer, their bonuses get better. So I'm sure you're going to want to try to get the rarest you can, obviously staying in your budget. So those are going to be available in the Yixn's Trinket boxes. And he's also got skins, where if you get the advisors, you can also get the skins if you want to change the look of them. And the skin is just visual, I believe. So now, I know I'm hitting you with a lot of stuff. I had to do a quick, I just wanted to wrap up all this information since there's a lot going on lately. And he just dropped this yesterday. He added some more trinkets for the crate buyers. He also said that if you buy some of these trinket crates, he's going to do some staged airdrops at the 7-day milestone, at the 50% sold milestone, and at the 100% sold milestone. And basically, he's given away, let me see here. We've structured a few airdrops to favor bulk purchases. So basically, obviously, just like with every other game, they want you to buy a bunch. I'm not seeing right off the bat what the airdrops will be. Okay, so buyers up to this point stand a chance to get this NFT as an airdrop, 7-day milestone. On the 50% sold milestone, our loyal customers will get a chance at this NFT. At the 100%, those who supported us throughout this journey have their chance at receiving their well-earned airdrop. Okay, and I'm back because I want to take a minute to read through this. He did not announce yet what the airdrops are going to be, but he does say he will release a preview of the first NFT a few days after the release of the trinkets, which is tomorrow, the 26th. I know I've said that 3 times. I just want to make you aware of that. But what happens is basically you get more points the more crates you buy, right? And remember, these are $1 a piece. So, yeah, not too many more points. Like you can buy below 25 crates, you only get 1 point per crate. 25 to 99, you get 1.05, and then 1.1. This is, yeah. So, I mean, it's just like other games who promote the bulk buy. Okay, I know this has been a lot of information. Sorry I lumped it all on you, but I've had a few people ask me for updates. So let's go back over this. Okay, so the 2 passes, I think the Alchemist pass would kind of benefit everybody. I'm not sure about the price. The Scout pass, I think that benefits people who do a lot of attacking. Once again, I think the cost is pretty high on these. I see the reason behind it, but I think it's pretty high on this. And the Yixn's Trinkets boxes, crates, start tomorrow. I plan on buying some. I'm not going to go overboard. You know me. I'm going to buy some to get in on it. And then once we get them and they release them and we can open them, I'll do another video. With that said, this has been Bronze Dragon. Thanks for attending my Golem Overlord update. I hope everyone on your side is happy and healthy, and I will see you on the flip side.